Hello, it's Robert C. Lang and At Home Kansas, as I'm licensed in Kansas, Robert C. Lang as I'm licensed in Missouri. And I'm in Fairway, Kansas right now, City of Trees. And as I'm looking around me, I see a lilac tree, beautiful bloom today. And some might say that that has a lot of value to a house and having beautiful trees on it and so forth. There's lots of valuations that are found, and those valuations have to do with many features that the house has. But when you ask somebody, what's my house worth? You end up getting 8, 9, 10 different opinions, and if you go to 100 people, you could probably get 100 different valuations on a property. The seller, of course, has their valuation on what they would like to have for the house. Zillow, on their website, they have a valuation. They call it a Zestimate, which is a Z estimate. Could be 93,000 off on one direction or 72,000 off the other direction. The county appraisal, those are usually low valuations compared to the actual valuation that a buyer might be willing to pay. The most accurate valuation that you can probably get is sold comps that have been completed in the past few months and that are within a mile or so of the property, unless it's a rural property, and then you might need to go out further away. But the valuations are quite interesting when you do about 9 different ones, and that's how many I usually provide to sellers when they ask me for my free valuation of what their home is worth. I, of course, use the Zillow example. I use the Realtor.com example. I subscribe to CoreLogic Realist report that gives a valuation and a range for that valuation. And multiple other valuations. I look at sold comps. I look at expired properties that are essentially too high of a price, and that's why they expire. And I come up with all those valuations, and then I send it to the seller and add to it their valuation for the property and add to it my valuation for the property. And it used to be when I was growing up, my dad would take a dollar bill, and with inflation now it's a $100 bill. But we'd hold our hands like this, and he'd try and put the dollar bill there, and he'd let go of it, and we wouldn't know when it would be. And if we grab it, we get to keep that dollar bill, and that was quite a neat memory that I had. And just like I grabbed that $100 bill as it went through my fingers because I knew it was there, I have a knowledge of the property valuations from experience of selling real estate, and I know what a property is going to sell for. We list properties at fair market value, full fair market value, and then they're going to sell about 10, 15, 20,000 on the low end properties, on up to 50 to 100,000 higher than the full fair market value when they actually get listed and an auction occurs. Well, that $100 bill is an example of what might slip through your fingers if you don't have a knowledge of when that bill is going to slide through, and it just falls through real fast and you've lost your opportunity to grab that money. Well, it's the same way if you don't have good valuations on your home valuation, you're going to have money slipping through your fingers as well. So on this nice day in Fairway, Kansas, City of Trees, I'm not too far from the city pool back behind me just a little ways. If you need a home valuation, give me a call. I'd be happy to go through the different valuations, the ranges, the comps, that give you the opportunity to have the best information. I would hope that you would list with me, but I would rather have a homeowner have the correct valuations that they can make their own decision as to what price they'd like to list at, and have the correct information than have a bunch of money sliding through their fingers and slipping away from them because they didn't have the information that I have available. So again, it's Robert C. Lang at Home Kansas. Happy to assist anyone with their home valuation. Give me a call at 785-393-2274. Thank you.